You clicked on this video. I'm proud of you. This one took a really long time to make and I worked really hard on it. And you appreciate me by clicking on it. Unless you clicked it by accident, you're probably gonna click off any second now. I've seen the statistics and all. People click off after 1 second. Hope you don't though, because I have done so many cool things and you are gonna want to see this. That's right, I have done some really interesting hacks and cool things that are part of RTX, and you don't want to miss them. So go ahead, join me now. But yeah, I really did work hard on this, so please go ahead, leave a like and leave a sub. It'll make me happy, happier than I already look. The first hack is the God Rays, and the God Rays are really cool. They're probably the best part about RTX. So look, the sun is shining through, and you can see the God Rays. This, basically. As you can see, it's just the light coming in. I like that a lot. You can see it come through any blocks. And look at this, you can change the color. Look at this, I made it green. You can make it blue as well. And red. Nice. You can also make it pink. I like the pink and the green. And then yellow. Even tinted glass that cannot let light in has its own color for letting light in. Check that out. Interesting. Wow. So what I've done is made a bunch of cool God Ray patterns that I'm going to show you now. So the first one is this one, completely green, shining in. And the cool thing about this is actually changing the color too. Look at me, I'm green. Hold on, I can do emotes. Let's do this one. Falling onto the green. Nice. Then we have this one, which is a rainbow of red, orange, green, blue, and purple. I didn't make a yellow, there wasn't any really. But I like the rainbow as well. It looks really good. Very beautiful. Wow, look at this. My colors are changing. I like that. Do you like it? I hope you like it. See, I told you this video is good. But trust me, it gets even better. Next we have this one, which is the same thing, the rainbow, except I mixed up the colors. So now it looks kind of like a disco floor. Look at me, moving on the disco floor. Let's go ahead and do some more emotes. So this one. Bam. Oh wow, you can even see my reflection. And now we have this one, which instead of glass, it's leaves. You see the leaves block some of the light, but let some of the light in. So it's made these pretty cool patterns. So I've used this leaf block, it's birch I believe, and yeah, I make this. It might be a acacia. And then what I've done is just like the rainbow one, I've mixed it up with a bunch of different types of leaves, and it's made this, which looks sick. Oh yeah, and I also put an iron bar here for another shape type. Wow. But now this next one I'm gonna show you will blow your mind. So if you're not stable enough to see this, you can take a small break if you want. I'll wait. Alright, break over. Time for you to see this. In here, I've combined everything. Over here you can see it's a bunch of leaves with colors on it. Wow. Nice, it's made this little thing. Over here I've put a bit of a gradient, and that's pretty cool. Then I have combined colors over here, such as this. Blue and yellow make green. That's blue and yellow glass I turned into green. Moving on, we also have some of these I put. Just a bunch of more leaves and stuff. And over here, I've actually used other transparent blocks, which is honey and slime. So, well, that looks nice. But now, I've introduced it to other blocks on the bottom instead of just this black concrete. So mixing it with this is changing the color of these blocks, which looks really interesting and neat. Wow, so nice, so neat. Now would be the perfect time to leave a like on this video, because it took a while for me to prepare this. But now this next thing you're going to see, it also took me an even longer while to make a bunch of shapes under the glass. So right here we have glass paint. With this I mixed it up a little. Over here that's supposed to be an end crystal. Apparently it didn't work. I believe that's because it's an entity. And now up here I've actually put a lily pad, which looks pretty interesting. Over here's a brewing stand. Right here's a fence gate. Interesting, let's open and close this one. Then over here I have a bell. That's a bell. Oh, that's an interesting bell. We have some glow light again. Then this is a campfire. You can see parts of it are sticking out. This circle is actually a grindstone. Over here I have a fence. These are some trap doors. Check them out. Over here's the conduit. No wait, that's a flower pot. Here's some scaffolding. Over here's a monster spawner. More trapdoors right here. And this is a rail. And then that's it. But yeah, I told you this would be cool. I like how I'm changing colors here. You should definitely try this in a build if you have ray tracing, because this would be really cool if you want to change colors and stuff. Or of course, if you want your blocks to change colors. And another really cool thing about this is that this hack, where light through transparent blocks change color, it works in real life as well. So if you want to try it with something transparent you have, you should definitely try it. But again, I'm still not done. In here, I have one last room. Come see. So right here, I have a couple of other blocks, like the leaves, and then this, and then I added some vines. And now, that's the thing, you can also do it on the wall. So if I go ahead and set the time, alright, boom, look at this. It's coming into the walls, onto here too. Wow, nice vines. But yeah, you can also do it in the walls. And that is the God Rays hack. Stick around for more ray tracing hacks. The next hack doesn't actually involve ray tracing. This hack is about the performance. As you can see, I'm on Java Edition right now, and that does take up a lot of performance, that version. But as you can see, I'm at a pretty stable FPS. I'm at a very stable one actually. I'm at 149, 150. I was at 180 a little earlier and 200 before as well. So yeah, this is actually helping well. And it can be higher depending on your graphics card. I'm at a 2060, so it's at minimum. But I'm still having a really good performance right now. So yeah, if you're in need of good performance in your game, as long as you have RTX, you should be fine. So what I've done is I'm in the preview right now, so you can see our FPS. Right now, as you can see, it's at 144. And I'm going to increase my render distance, and we're going to see how much frames per second I'm at after that. Okay, I'm increasing it all the way up to 38. Alright, wow, we can see a lot, and as you can see, we're still at 70 FPS. Okay, we're decreasing to 60. Okay, we're back up to 70. Nice, 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 nice. Alright, now I'm going to increase it all the way to 60. As you can see, our game is being a bit less smooth, but it's still kind of playable. We're at 40 FPS right now, which is nice. Alright, now let's head all the way up to 75. Alright. Okay, we're at 75 now, and wow, look at the view. Here's a mountain over here, and here's our FPS for 20. Oh wow, we see so much. So there you have it. RTX can handle super high render distance. Remember though, this is bedrock. If you want to try this on Java, I recommend a higher graphics card than the one I have. The third hack is glowing blocks. That's right, RTX also allows you to make blocks glow. So over here we have some glowing gold ore, and over here we have another glowing ore, but we have the power to make any block glow. So if we go over here, you can see that the creator of this pack is taking it to the extreme here. So like, over here we've got a little wither glowing, we have this birch leaf that has spot glowing, then right here we have some nether wart, and then this warp stem, and we have chorus, we have glowing glazed terracotta and crying obsidian, then we have this chiseled skull, and some prismarine of vine, and some andesite. We've also got coral, and of course, some cake. So yeah, pretty interesting. Now there are many interesting builds we can do with this. Over here, we have a build that I made of blocks that are emitting light. It's basically a magic garden. So yeah, you should try this if you want your base to glow in the nighttime. Just remember that this is only a visual thing and that only the gameplay that it will impact is performance. So it won't prevent mobs from spawning. So make sure to light your base with blocks that actually emit light. Okay, so you've probably already noticed this in our previous hacks, but ray tracing also allows us to have colored lighting, which is our next hack. So over here we have some magma. As you can see, the lighting for here is orange. Here we have some blue soul lantern. Here's some purple crying obsidian, though the light is harder to see. Then we've got some redstone, which has a red lighting. Over here we have some redstone lamp surrounded by glass. And over here we have some glowstone, and the red glass is making the lighting red. Over here we've got some chorus, which has white light. Over here we've got some yellow light over here, but if that's not easy to see, we also have some yellow light right over here. So what I've done is I've made this little house. Over here is a little pathway with brown light. We have some blue light coming out of here, and yeah, then over here we've got some red light. Then we've got some green light here, it's coming over here and here. Then over up on the roof we have some blue light, some pink light, which is making this little thing. Then over here we've got some magenta light. So yeah, pretty interesting. Alright, let's get to the last hack of the video. So, this one involves taking up a lot of performance. This may not work if you're on a desktop. I guess you can find a way to get it work, but if you don't know, PC chargers have a box. When you're using up performance, it gets hot. And if it's on the floor under your desk, then it'll warm your feet. So, yeah, that's an important hack to know. So yeah, if your feet are getting cold on the floor, just put them there. And then, yeah, play ray tracing all you want without having any feet problems. Alright, thank you for watching everybody, goodbye.